to hold my phone. This other one's been used a little bit. But Happy New Year! Happy 2017. I'm on my way to work for the first Friday of January 2017. And I've got Pablo back here. Now, let me just tell you guys something. Let me tell you a little bit about love. So, I know that our advice and everything goes at the end of the show, but you know what means love? When you wake up and your fiance has already blown up your blow-up doll for your Friday podcast. I mean, like, that should be a prerequisite for everyone, right? I mean, if your man doesn't blow up your own blow-up doll, can him. Like, he's not worth it. He's never going to do anything for you. I mean, that's the best advice I could say. I mean, everyone should have a blow-up doll, first of all. So, thank you, babe, for blowing it up. I know that it took a long time, as you know. But at least you saved me the embarrassment of blowing up my doll in the backseat of my car while everyone's going to school in the morning. So, thanks, babe. All right. So, Happy New Year, guys. It's January 6th. And this is going to be a fun year. I hope you guys had a great holiday. I took 2 weeks off. Well, I didn't take it. We just don't work for 2 weeks. The business shuts down. But it was great. We did a lot of, the recap was, did your holiday parties. And here's the thing. When you have 2 weeks off during the holidays, it's great and fun, but you don't really have that time off. You're either driving to your family's house, you're Christmas shopping, you're doing things that, like, it's not very relaxing. I mean, I did have relaxing days, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't quite relaxing. As you know, I have an extremely long drive to work every day, and we decided that we're going to move closer. So with that move, the last week we went looking for new places. And let me tell you about LA. It's so interesting how one street over could be, let's just say, $2,000 a month cheaper. It's just crazy. Like, the real estate here is just so wild. It's no wonder that everyone moves out here and then moves exactly right back to Ohio, Minnesota, some cold, God-forsaken place. But yeah, it's no fun. So we are looking at places, and here's another thing I'm surprised. When there's rentals out there, people do not remodel. They think that, like, it's because they're not living there, they don't really care. It's 2016. Okay, avocado green grout needs to go. That awful maroon tile that you have in your kitchens and your bathrooms back in the day, gotta go. And, like, I know it's expensive, but how hard is it to just rip out your old kitchen space and your old oven, like everything? Like, I don't really get it. I saw an oven the other day that was so old. It was like one that I remember from a kid. Like, it still had a turn dial. Like, everything's electronic. Why are we turning dials on an oven? Like, anyhow. Looking for a place is challenging, and that's not any better. But I had fun with my best friend, my boo. Oh, hi, Mom. I saw that you joined. Hi. Mom, as you'll know, guess what? This guy back here, I woke up to him already blown up by TJ. It was, like, so cool. He did the hard work for me. Let's see. Over the holiday, I told you guys I was moving. How did your guys' Christmas go? That's what I want to know. For me, I went great. I did my last minute shopping right before. It was great. I think I always do it, let's see, Christmas Eve's the 24th. I do mine the 23rd. And it doesn't stress me out at all. I get it done in one day. I think I got mine done this year in 10 hours. It was fantastic. I didn't have to beat anyone up. But what did come up over the holiday was interesting. So you know these little, what is they called? Not future pregnant spaces. They're called, oh, what's the word? It's called, maybe it's just a pregnant parking space. Whatever the name is. So, I saw one, and I was like, ooh. I mean, who's to say that you're not pregnant, right? Like, I mean, I could be pregnant. Sure, maybe my belly isn't showing, but maybe I'm just an enigma. Maybe I'm naturally just skinny when I'm pregnant. Who knows? So I posted this thing on Facebook, and it was kind of interesting. So I post this thing on Facebook, and I say, like, pregnant parking space, should I do it? Just, you know, throwing it out there, being fun. And it's interesting, the mixed responses. I got a lot of responses that were like, oh, haha, funny, oh, I take those too, I saw a girl that wasn't pregnant, and like, I just abused the idea as well. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then I had one response from someone that was like, that's ridiculous. I had such terrible pregnancy pains, and all of those spaces were taken, so now I have to walk, you know, half a parking lot space. And it was kind of like a little war, where one side was like, no, screw you. Like, it's kind of like a handicapped. Like, if you take a handicapped thing and you're not handicapped, and then you make someone that, like my grandma who can't really walk, go walk half a block to Target, let's say, like, that sucks. So I see both sides. The pregnancy thing I think is kind of cool, but I don't know, it's kind of vague, isn't it? A little vague. I know the handicap sign, you have to have like a handicap little thing on your rearview mirror. Do they have one for pregnancy? Like, do you hang your pregnancy test and have it just dangle like in your thing, and it, you know, it's like your little pee test. Like, is that, and it says, what is it, pink if it's, or blue? What's the deal? Like, I don't know. I've never taken one before, but I'm assuming that if you're pregnant, it turns a certain color, a straight line or a dot. Anyhow, maybe that's what you have to do. You got to go hang out your pregnancy test on your rearview window. If I ever get pregnant, maybe I'll do that just to be weird, because I'm like that. Anyhow, shopping experience was great, and I had such a good holiday. Love seeing my family. Love eating foods that you shouldn't. Sorry, David Allen. That's my nutritionist. Yeah, I didn't jump off the bandwagon. I still ate pretty clean. But I'll be honest, those Hershey Kisses that are, do I even have any in here? Hershey Kisses that, they're called candy cane, and it almost tastes like a peppermint mocha. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I ate 2 bags of those over the last 2 weeks. But surprisingly, I didn't gain any weight. Haha. I think the trick is, as long as you eat just chocolate, you can't gain weight. You literally can't gain weight. I think I did one time 3 days of just eating chocolate, and I didn't gain weight. I actually lost weight. It's very strange. But it's also probably because it's not going to fill up your tummy. Okay, so then for the New Year's, a lot of people always have like New Year's resolutions, right? I really didn't. Like, my New Year's resolution, I think I started like every Monday I start like a new resolution, like, okay, be a better person. Plant your seeds today so they can grow tomorrow. But I know that like at the gym, there's quite a lot of people at the gym these next 2 weeks. And I think I read a statistic that by like January 15th or 16th, they ain't gonna be there. Which is so sad, because, I mean, people they wait until January to lose weight, right? Well, if you're gonna lose like 20 to 30 pounds or whatever you think you have to lose, or maybe it's only 5 pounds, you should probably do some other things than not just, I don't know, not going to the gym, watching the Kardashians on a TV while you're Snapchatting, right? Like, no one's going to lose weight while working out and Snapchatting. And for you guys that follow me on Snapchat, you're like, well, Lauren, you Snapchat while you work out. That is true, and it delays the process. But I'm just telling you, you New Year's resolutioners, lose the phone when you're working out, and put your hair in a ponytail. What's up with girls that have their hair down and they're like, they're on their little thing, you know, their little, what is it, the elliptical? They're just like looking running around, right, in their cute little outfit, which is fine. Wear a cute outfit. But put your gosh darn hair up. You're not going to get any workout with your hair down. And you look like a tool. You also look like the easiest target for a guy to hit on you, which is probably why you're there. But I don't know. I've never met a guy at the gym that I was like, oh my God, this was a great way to meet people. There's just something weird about picking up people at the gym. And for you guys out there, or girls that have met your loved one, have been married happily for 10 years and have a whole bundle of kids from meeting your man at the gym, more power to you. But it's unlikely, people. It's unlikely. Sorry. All right, what I wanted to talk to you guys about was reviews. Okay, so over the holiday, I watched some good TV and bad TV. And I say bad TV because it's not that it's terrible. It's kind of like, you ever tell someone that you watched the new Fuller House? That's on like Netflix or whatever. Like, I would never tell someone that I watched that. I did watch an episode. It's terrible. For all parties, if you're involved with that, I'm sure it's great, but like as an adult, the Fuller House has no nostalgia to me. It doesn't make me like, oh, it's not like watching Family Matters or watching like All in the Family. It's just, it's not my thing. Hold on, guys. I had to jump in the carpool lane, and I gotta do my little visor, all right, Pablo, you may come in handy today, Pablo. Anyhow, so when I mean bad TV, I mean like junk food TV. Like, it's just not a lot of content. You can kind of like even talk during it. Have any of you watched The Royals? Yes, I said it. E-Network, The Royals. It is so much fun and so juicy and salacious and scandalous and sexy, and it's ridiculous. It's like Hamlet, but in a cheesy E-Network show, and I love it. We binge watched the last season and then binge watched this season. I think they're on season 3. And first of all, okay, so it stars, there's a whole ensemble cast, but Elizabeth Hurley plays the Queen of England. I want to know what Elizabeth Hurley is doing. That woman is so freaking hot. I can't even help it. And when you watch her talk and you're kind of like seeing how like her face contorts, I don't think she got a lot of work done. She might have gotten like her lips maybe just a little put, but like she can scrunch her face. She's still got her little crow's feet. And what I'm thinking is, or she just has someone that does her Botox really well, because there are girls out there that they won't overly do it. But man, that woman is freaking hot. Like, I want to be like Elizabeth Hurley when I get older. Anyhow, I doubled for a film, I think it's called The Deep now, Alexandra Park. And I don't know how I doubled her, because she's so rail thin, but she's also fantastic in this show. I want her wardrobe. But anyways, The Royals, if you guys haven't seen it, I don't know, put it on. It's ridiculous. People are sleeping with each other. The bodyguard's sleeping with the mom. It's nuts. So, love that. And then also, just finished the last few episodes of Empire. I don't think it comes back on until March. But I don't know about this show, you guys. And I'm sorry to say, like, I know Empire, it's not like Boardwalk Empire. It's not Sopranos. It's not Power. It's not those shows. It's Empire. Come on, it's Fox, but it's good. And plus, we have clients that are on the show, and which I love, but God, it's not getting good. It's like someone needs to die, I think, very soon. I don't know who's going to be, but someone needs to die. Oh, Mom, you said you met yours at the gym? Ah, that's right. You did meet Gary at the gym. Oh, I take back everything I said about meeting your loved one at the gym. Sorry, Mom. But how about you're the exception to the rule? All right, guys, there's one person that met their person at the gym, and it didn't turn out to be crazy. One person. Anyone else want to chime in and say they met their person at the gym and they're happily married? Yeah, I didn't think so. So, I also, another review, I've been reading, okay, I read a little bit and then I bought the Audible. This book, it's the Bernie Brillstein book called You're No One in Hollywood Unless Someone Wants You Dead. Where did I go, right? Fantastic book by the famed talent manager Bernie Brillstein. And I mean, obviously I'm in that business, so it's fascinating to me. But even if you're not into that type of business, you guys should read this book. He is so smart, and it's just like, you just take little bits of these powerful people that did something, and it's, you know, a lot of them have similar qualities. If you're a scientist and you want to be successful, you should read this. There's probably something that you would get out of it. It's like, it's very strange. I read a lot of books, not self-help books, but like, I don't know, books to help you be better. This one, someone got this for me at work. It's called The 48 Laws of Power. Holy shit. First of all, look how thick that is. And no, there's nothing, no Audible book on this. Plus, I think if the book's called 48 Laws of Power, you should probably read it and not listen to it. That's probably the smart way to do it. But anyways, I'm excited to finish those and tell you guys about that. The film that I saw over the holiday, I think we saw quite a few, I just can't remember, but we got the screener for La La Land. Have you guys seen La La Land? Okay, you haven't? Holy crap. See if it's at your local theater. I mean, it still should be. It is so good. It stars Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. And here's what I loved about it. So, usually when there's these musicals, they only cast actors that are, you know, usually our singers are known to be singers. It's not really who's best for the part. It's who can sing, dance, and then who can act and be best for the part. So sometimes you get like very stagey actor. I don't know. It doesn't work. Ryan Gosling is so talented. He can be anything. He looks great in any time period. Although I don't think like he would look, I don't know. I think if he was like in a, I don't know, let's say a Attila the Hun type century piece. I don't know if he's looked good in that garb, but he looks great in everything. And he's so charismatic and dreamy. Ah, swoon. And then Emma Stone, not really a huge fan of hers. I like her in, her romantic comedies. But, oh, hey guys, Highway Patrol. I like her in romantic comedies, but she was really good. Oh, you know why I also didn't like her? Sorry to go off a tangent, standard. Spider-Man. I'm not a Spider-Man fan. I'm not really a Superman fan either. Superman has no personality, and everyone that ever plays him has no personality. God rest your soul, Christopher Reeves. But still, no personality in those scripts. It's just like Superman's just like deadpan. I don't know, he's just kind of boring. Same thing with Spider-Man. I wasn't a huge Spider-Man fan when Tobey Maguire did it, because I have no sexual attraction at all towards Tobey Maguire. He's skinny. He looks like a wet rat or a wet rag. Wet rat and wet rag, same difference. No sexual attraction. And then when Andrew Garfield did it, Andrew Garfield, sorry, but you play an amazing dick. Excuse my language, but like in Social Network, fantastic. That's the role, always play. Kind of like how Bradley Cooper always plays kind of a similar type guy. Andrew Garfield, you should do that. When I saw him in Hacksaw Ridge, again, you guys already know my review on Hacksaw Ridge. Wasn't a total fan. It was great and nice, but like, I guess he is kind of a whining guy, and he is subservient, but I don't know, I just stay away from that. Like, be your powerful, like, dick self. I know that sounds terrible. But, yeah, I wasn't a fan. So, Emma Stone, I was like, you're in Spider-Man, who cares, I'm never gonna watch that anyways. You're a redhead, everyone knows I'm partial to redheads. So, La La Land surprised me and was fantastic, and the music, it was so good. And they danced and they sang, and they weren't phenomenal singers, but no one, like, You don't need to be a phenomenal singer. You need to be a great entertainer, and that's what La La Land did. It was also interesting because it's period piece in today. So the costuming and some of the places were very, sorry. I just saw 3 cops pull someone over. And by the way, if you guys don't know, right in front of me, I don't know why I got in the carpool lane, and I'm behind a van that's like the city of California. I think it's just a city van, but I can't see the side of it. And I don't think Highway Patrol are in GMC Savannah vans, but whoever's in front of me, they're probably looking in their rear view, and they're looking at my fake coat that's right here, and they're looking at Pablo. So if I get pulled over today, you guys are gonna have first-hand experience. Okay, back to the review. La La Land, go see it, highly recommend it. It's gonna win a ton of awards this season, and it makes you wanna make film. I mean, if you've ever been a struggling actor, struggling producer, director, anything, if you've just, I don't know, even if you've just, maybe you're a writer for a book, it's not even, has nothing to do with film or TV. It's just one of those movies that just inspires you. I don't know, you see the ups and downs, and then of course there's angst. It's, you know, the strong love that falls apart. Poor Ryan Gosling, he always the guy can never win. From The Notebook to La La Land, this guy's always losing his girls. So that's my La La Land review. And last couple notes before I pop into work is I wanted to talk to you guys about bad pickup lines. Oh, hi, Auntie. My Auntie Lupe is saying hi from downtown LA. Hello. Pablo says hi. He's just chilling. Okay, bad pickup lines. What sparked this whole idea was yesterday, I'm sitting around with some people at work, and I'm heckling one of my coworkers because everyone has a different computer at work. I have an Apple computer, and some people have like a PC or whatever. I didn't know those were still alive, but hey, he has like a PC, and it's super tiny. I mean, it's not that tiny, but it's pretty small. And I was like, James, why do you have a PC? Like, how can you do work on that tiny screen? Like, how it's so tiny. And so the other coworker says, and I wrote this down, he put, it's not the size of the screen, it's the stroke of the keys. Oh my God. I was like, I gotta write that down. And he's like, yeah, you should do a bit on that. Okay. Is that a line? Like, someone's used that before. It's not the size of the screen, it's the stroke of the keys. Are you kidding me? That is hilarious. Now, if you have been a guy that has a cheesy line and actually picked up a chick on it, I'd like to know. Because clearly, we're meeting all sorts of people on this Facebook Live today that I said there's no way someone has met the love of their life after having a bad pickup line or meeting themselves in the gym. So, if you've had someone pick you up with a bad line, I want to know about it. Hold on, guys. I gotta charge this phone here because it's going to die. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, wrong hole. Okay, so here is a couple that some people tweeted me last night. All right. Who's gotten picked? Listen to this one. This guy says 9 out of 10 scientists consider yours a heavenly body because it's out of this world. Who comes up with these things and who uses them? Like, when I've had a guy come to me and like, what's the one? Did it hurt? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Did something happen? No, I don't feel hurt. And they're like, when you fell from heaven? No. And then you just go, did that hurt when I punched you in the face? Like, who literally uses these lines? And then when the guy says it, I'm instantly turned off. Even if it's you laugh, like they're like, oh, they're just trying to get a reaction out of you. No, homies, sorry. Even if you get a laugh from the girl, here's what she's thinking. 1, you're a loser. 2, you have no game or no, like, I don't know, ask about the weather or like a sports game or a movie. Like, that's a great pickup line. not a cheesy pickup line. And then tiny, oh my God, I didn't mean to say it like that. And then secondly, they also think you're tiny. I'm just saying, like, tiny. When a guy has a bad pickup line, I'm just like, that's exactly what I think. And, you know, you guys can chime in if you think the same. Okay, and here's there's three other ones. Here's another cheesy pickup line. Kiss me if I'm wrong, but dinosaurs exist, right? Okay. You're hotter than the bottom of my laptop. Now that one would get me to laugh. I think it's cute, but still, you ain't getting in these pants. Nope, you're not even getting close. What is... If you were a fruit, you'd be a fine apple. Yeah, that's it, folks. Like, who uses these lines? Like, I wish there should be a class in college, because I'm college kids. There should be a class in college for girls. Like, okay, here's what I want you to do. When a guy says this to you, I want your legs to instantly cross over, double bend. I want you in a position where there is no way those are opening. I'm just saying, like, these are bad. What did you say? Oh, yes. So everyone, my fiance, he says, I may have used some bad ones with you. Yeah, you know what? I started to do a running tally on some lines that TJ said, and I'm going to bring those up next week because... Okay, TJ, excuse myself, but you know me, I'm a personality, so I gotta put sometimes some of the dirty laundry out there. So my fiance would say things without even thinking. Like, okay, I can remember one. What did he say? He said something like, okay, this one I remember. He was like massaging my back, right? It's like all sexy and I'm feeling all cute. And he's putting the oil and I was like, man, you're putting so much oil on my back. And he's like, well, it's because you're a really big girl. Really? Because I'm a really big girl? That's the idea that came out of your mouth? Meanwhile, you know, when you get a massage, you're naked or you're half naked, but you're naked and you're like, perfect. I just want to crawl in a hole and die. So those little things. And he's like, no, you just got a big back. And I was like, not working, just stop. He's like, no, you're just a big girl. So yeah, TJ, I'm going to print those out because I ran a tally with you. And next week, you guys, it's going to be the best lines that TJ White has ever said. But you never used bad pickup lines. You just didn't think or you spoke to a woman. And men, let's just bring that on to our advice. Guys, before you say something, think before you say it. Just a tiny bit. Just think how the other person's going to perceive. I mean, if you say, okay, if a girl has an amazing outfit on, wow, that's a really great dress. You look good in it. That makes your body look great. You look special. You look anything. That, boom, bonus. Remember those legs that were all like this that I told those girls to cross? Boom, wide open, you're in. Well, that's a weird dress. Or, you look different today. Or, why do people say like, oh, are you sick? You look sick. Mother, come on, like that is going to ruin a woman's day. So, think before you speak, people. Okay, but here was my real advice, like, to bring it down. I wish I had, like, music, like, piano music to play as we soften the day. My best advice is manners, and that's our first one. So, and just, like, really good, and chivalry. I think we talked about chivalry, like, 8 weeks ago. Oh, I just got cut off by a Fiat. A Fiat. Like, that's not even a car. The other day when we were looking for touchdown where I work, we're parked on the side of this road, and this old lady comes out of the car. And when I mean old, not old because she looked old. Her back was hunched over. I'm pretty sure she had a hunchback. Her skin, you know when people have plugs in their ears and their earlobes just kind of hang really low? That's what her skin looked like all over her body. And as she's inching like across the front lawn, And she gets to the curb where our car's parked, and she kind of looks around slowly, and I'm like, what is this woman doing? She then puts the hand on the front of the hood, and I was like, oh my gosh, tee down or across the street or something, you should help her. And it was the cutest thing, and I didn't take a picture. I couldn't get my phone out fast enough. I was just in such awe. And he helped this old lady across the road, and it was simple. Doesn't, like, no one should get applauded for this, because that's just something you should do. But that was just the sweetest and cutest thing to see, because some people would have watched that old lady struggle all the way across the street. Now, hold on a second. I love when people don't let you, like, thanks buddy, I had my blinker on. Yeah, hi. So, maybe we wanted her to cross the street because we knew that watching her get hit by a car would probably be worse, and then we'd have to be a witness, and then our whole day would be shot. So maybe there were some selfish reasons why I said, TJ, you should go walk her across the street. But he walked her across the street nonetheless. Which is sweet. Guys, do these things. But what was kind of funny, she gets in her car. I was like, this woman is driving? Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what the age was, because people age differently. But if you can't step down from a curb, you should not be driving a car. She tells him, oh, I just want to, like, she's on the opposite side of the street. She wanted to do a little U-turn and then park on her side of the street so she doesn't have to walk across the street next time. And I was like, babe, can you imagine there is women like this person driving in LA? Like, this is why we have traffic and accidents, people. I was just like, you got to be kidding me. So, anyhow, she parked it. Took her forever to get in the car. Nonetheless, the woman is safe, and I'm sure happily living in her condo. But she obviously lives by herself too. Like, why do old people get so stubborn that they don't, like, why are you living, I don't know. When I'm old and, I have kids and I can't do stuff, I'm not too proud, like, you guys are moving me in. Or, you know how, like, I had a nanny when you guys were kids? Well, I want a nanny. So, just saying, I think old people should have nannies or care people or cabana boys. I keep telling my graduates some, like, hot nursing aide that, like, watched over your old grandma. Like, that'd be perfect. I mean, that's what I'm going to do. Sorry, babe. We'll get you a heavy set woman, but we'll get a cabana boy for me. Just, letting you know. And then the last of my the last of my advice, my relationship advice is 2 things that you guys need to do. And I'm so sorry that number 1 is, my mom taught me these 2 things. Always take care of your shoes. Yep. Don't care about your clothes. Take care of your shoes. And let's say you don't have a ton of money and you can't afford, shoes that cost a couple $100. It doesn't matter if you even have sneakers. Take care of your shoes. Wash them. There's so many times that you look down at a guy's feet and I was like, didn't even look at your shoes today, did you? Oh, you didn't notice that dust on there? Oh, the shoelace? Your Converse shoelace that's on the ground that's dragging in the mud as you walk? Oh, and tie your shoes. Tie your shoes. And if you're not going to tie your shoes, don't have them, you look like a Muppet, or you look like Pigpen, like with your shoelaces just trickling about. So number 1, wear nice shoes, guys. And secondly, always, always, always forget about this. Your belt, people. I'm sorry. Most guys don't tuck in their shirt these days, so they don't understand the idea of a good belt. But or something, or your shirt flips up and the girl can see your belt and it is tattered, I'm like, because here's the thing, it's about the little things. If you don't pay attention to those little things, you're not going to pay attention to her. You're not going to pay attention to the little things in your relationship, to the little things in life. Guaranteed, if you're not paying attention to those things, bet you your desk is a mess. I bet you your house is probably a mess. Your car is probably a mess. But maybe your presence is good, but you don't pay attention to details. And just those little tiny things that not only help you in a relationship, but help you out in life. And that is my 2 cents for today. Your relationship expert, LaurendPacheco. And that's it, folks. I'm now down in towards work. That was a long show, and I thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys loved it. Couple things is, one, as always, be sure to comment or message me, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and let me know like what topics you want me to expand on. What do you guys want to hear about? As you know, I have a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Gusto. I have every topic you could come up with. And then also, let me know what books I should be reading, what TV shows I should be obsessing over. I heard Westworld's pretty good, so maybe I'll start with that. What film, TV, cast. I'm trying to get into listening to other people's podcasts, and I love that. So message me and tell me what I should be doing. And then also, you know, I'm always open to brand sponsorships, because guess what? Kirkland Water, this is the only free advert I will do. I'm just letting you know. The only free advert, because I can get 12 of these mofos for $5. And just because that's such a steal and I love Costco or Kirkland. But yeah, so any branding, you guys send away. You know, if I love it, I'm going to talk about it and post about it. Okay, it's been a great Friday morning, you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. And woohoo! 2017! Peace! Mwah!